Hello students, welcome to your GK class. In the previous lecture, we discussed about proper disposal of waste. If you remember, that was a live session and you told me about the ideas of composting. Yes, do you remember? And what is this landfill, and then how disposal is there in ocean and seas. All these things we discussed. Today we are going to start chapter 17, that is my clean and green world. Everyone loves to be in a clean and green world, children. If the place around you, if your surroundings, you can say, is not clean, you will not be in a healthy environment and it will not be hygienic. Second thing, you will not like it as well. It is not that any human being would love to be in a dirty surrounding. That is why it is told again and again that where we live, we should always keep our surroundings clean. It is not that we have to keep our homes or our rooms only clean, but the surroundings should also be neat and tidy. Okay. Now here in this chapter, what's there is that there are a few situations, children, day-to-day life situations, and the statements are given here with the options. You have to read the statement, then you will go through the options and you will pick out the option that you find to be appropriate. I am going to help you in this, of course, but the thing is that this will be my idea. If you want to change it, you are more than welcome. You can change it according to your wish. You should have a valid reason for it as well. Okay, you have to tick mark the correct option. See, the first statement says, if you find someone throwing plastic bags related to religious ceremonies, etc., into the water body. Everyone in India knows that in many cultures, what happens that after the religious ceremony, any puja and all, what we do, we have the flowers, we have the fruits or whatever things we have used in that ritual, those things, plus also after the cremation and all, the ashes and all are disposed into the water bodies. They are thrown in the water bodies, and that undoubtedly makes the water body, the water impure. Yes. So the thing is that if you see someone throwing, but that is a matter of faith, that is another thing. But if you find someone throwing plastic bags and all, what are you going to do? This is the question. See, the option says you will tell him that such practices not only pollute water but also cause havoc to water life. What is this water life? The creatures who survive only in water. You can talk about the fish, you can talk about the turtles, and many creatures are there in the water bodies. So that causes, the pollution causes danger, risk for the life of the creatures who are there in the water bodies. Okay, second option is you would not talk to him as it is a matter of his faith. To an extent, this is also okay, that you will not even talk to him because this has been the matter of faith. But I find the first option to be correct. At least one can be told. If it is not necessary, it can be avoided as well. The first option to be ticked. Second one, if your mother is washing vegetables in the sink of your kitchen, what will you say? This is daily routine. Thrice the meal is cooked at every home. Yes, and the vegetables, the fruits, they keep on washing in the kitchen sink. So this is a situation which we all face every day. The option says you would ask her to wash the vegetables properly. Second, you would ask her to wash the vegetables in a pan of water so that the water can be used to water the plants later. What do you think? I think both the options are absolutely correct. First of all, you can tell your mother to wash the vegetables or maybe fruits very nicely, very carefully. Why? Because there are so many pesticides and chemicals used on the vegetables and fruits these days. If you don't wash them, you will consume those chemicals along with your fruits or vegetables, and that would harm your body. So it should be washed properly. Okay, I don't know if mothers would be happy when you tell them to wash it properly, because that is what they have been doing for so many years. Yes, so they know their job well. So but you can ask them to wash it properly. Second thing, this is a good suggestion. If the vegetables or the fruits can be washed in a large utensil, okay, if it can be washed in a large utensil, what you can do is you can just store that water for some time, and then when you get time later on after cooking and all is done, that water can be used to water the plants. Okay, see children, nowadays most of us have the RO system at home. Okay, you all are well aware that there is this pipe who drains water all the time from your RO system. Yes, am I correct? So if you take a glass of water, maybe 2 or 3 glasses of water are just drained away like that. So if you put that pipe into a bucket or a tub, a container I mean, if the water is stored somewhere, that water can be used for washing. That water can be used for cleaning the utensils, cleaning your house, watering the plants, washing your vehicles, anything. So in a way, you will not waste water. Okay, so both the options here can be marked correct. Now come to the third one. If your mother is continuously cooking on a high flame, that is not good at all, because it is a reason of wastage of fuel also. Okay, so what will you do? See, you would tell her when the liquid starts boiling, the flame size can be reduced to save at least 40% fuel. Second option says you would be surprised to see how the food is cooked on a high flame. Second option I don't think will be correct in any way. No one will be surprised to see how the food is cooked on a high flame. The first option is good, that you will tell your mother that once the liquid starts boiling, it means the food is properly heated. Once heated, it will be cooked fast. Okay, so once this water, the liquid in the food starts boiling, the heat can be reduced a bit, the flame can be reduced. Okay, so that we can save the fuel. The fourth one, children, if you find a gardener watering the plants during daytime, you would appreciate him for doing a wonderful job. You would encourage him to water the plants early in the morning or late in the evening, because this practice can reduce water loss due to evaporation. Many of you water the plants. You are at home these days. You have enough time to do your homework. You have enough time to complete your written work and everything. So what is maybe many of you have developed the interest in gardening also, or many of you have been given the responsibility of watering the plants. What do the parents or the seniors or the elder people in the family tell you? I find most of them might have told you that do it early in the morning or late in the evening when the sun sets. Okay, why? What is the reason? Because if you water the plants during daytime, because of the high heat, the water will be absorbed, it would be evaporated because of the heat, and the whole water will not be absorbed by the plant. So mostly they tell you that do it early in the morning or in the evening, not during the daytime when the sun shines brightly, because then at that time evaporation would take place, and that would be mere wastage of water. Okay, so let's see this thing here. Options: you would appreciate him for doing a wonderful job. No, you will not do that. Okay. Second, you would encourage him to water the plants early in the morning or late in the evening, because this practice can reduce the water loss due to evaporation. Evaporation won't be there, so water loss won't be there. In a way, you will conserve water. Okay, because less water would be used. The next one, children, if you have your food prepared for a picnic or journey, you would carry disposable plastic cups and plates, as they are easy to handle and you need not to take them back home. Of course, everyone does that. We use disposable when we move out of the house for picnics or for some other purpose, and then what do? We throw them, dispose them there, and come back without them. So there is no headache. Okay. Second thing, we can also carry a steel this thing, you can say the plates and the bowls and the spoon, forks, etc. So they can be used again and again, and we will not cause extra garbage to our, we will not be the reason for this extra garbage on earth. Already children, already if you see in your day-to-day life, the bread packets, the biscuit packets and everything made up of plastic, we throw them, and it really is like filling the earth with garbage. Moreover, even if we don't buy suppose you buy a bottle of shampoo, it would be there with you for at least a few months. But if you start buying the sachets, again and again you will dispose them, and that would increase the garbage. So in a way, all are contributing to the in the increase of this garbage. So if we get a chance, we can reduce that also. So using disposable is not a good idea, but yes, it is very convenient and most of us do it frequently. So both the options can be marked correctly. You can go for one if you wish, as you like. The last one, children, if your house is getting whitewashed, you would insist on your father to have 3 coats of whitewash on the terrace floor, because it will maximize the heat being reflected and make the house cooler by 5 degrees. Second option is, you would insist on your father to have the house painted with some bright colors, as you like you like the colors very much. I don't think the second option is correct at all, but the thing is that if the house is cooler, that would be better. Yes, it will be more hot, you will need a fan, you will need an AC, everything. Okay, and if the house is cooler by 5 degrees, it will already be pleasant, and maybe you may not need an air conditioner. Okay, so in a way it would be better. Now you have this blue box which says Badlapur village of Maharashtra converted garbage into manure in just 15 minutes. There was this machinery developed in Badlapur, Maharashtra, which turned the everyday garbage, the vegetable peel, the thing, whatever waste is there in the kitchen, into manure, and with that manure good crop can be cultivated. So this was a very successful thing from the side of Maharashtra, and everyone appreciated it. After that, you have stop, check and go, which is on page number 39. So page number 39 and 40 is also there. That will continue in our next class. Okay, till then you keep on completing your work, children. One more thing, the syllabus, I guess, is still page number 31. So we have finished this. Other than your book, you will get the current affairs of 15 marks. Okay, 1.5 marks each. 10 current affairs would be there, which will be from general news that you have related to sports, related to entertainment, related to politics, related to our country, to the world, anything. Okay, so we'll meet in the next class, and I'll make you do stop, check and go 1. Thank you, children.